Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 22nd of October 2024. So yesterday, bonds and Bitcoin dump, dollar and crude jump as leading economic index hits 8-year lows. They're not good. US markets finished mostly lower, although tech outperformed while bonds were hit. And stocks mixed, while tech outperforms, bonds slammed in this headline as well. And this one here, the silver squeeze has officially begun. After 6 months of frustrating stagnation, silver has finally broken out, setting the stage for a much anticipated silver squeeze scenario. Well, let's wait and see, but so far so good. We'll look at that in more detail shortly. And in economic news today, we've got the first day of the BRICS summit, where they'll be discussing gold and silver for sure. And we've also got Bank of England Bailey speaking at 2:25. We then got Harker speaking at 3 p.m. and then the Richmond Manufacturing Index and Lagarde speaking at 8:15 p.m. tonight, which won't affect us. So let's kick off, have a look at the markets for yesterday and start off with the Dow. So in the Dow, down yesterday, you can see there, did we get a new all-time high out of this market? Well, the high was actually made on the overnight, wasn't it, or in the early hours of Monday, and down again overnight as well. Are we going to get some sort of a correction before the Santa rally? Well, certainly looking like that way for yesterday. The markets were sideways. They then sold off in the pre-market, rallied back, and then were severely hit. So are the big boys unloading here? Because that same pattern is continuing, where the market 8-9 times out of 10 seems to tank from the open, bring the market back up in the derivatives, and then sell off during the cash. Market's not doing a lot at the moment. It's sitting on yesterday's low, so it needs to find support here. If not, we'll be moving lower in the daily chart here, down towards this green line as a first downside target there. In the German DAX, also yesterday the market sideways. Where's this high? This is the high we had yesterday, 19,679. Market's nowhere near yesterday's low though for the DAX, unlike the Dow. But we did see the market sell off. It was awful for the first part of the trading session, and it took until after 10 o'clock really for the markets to move lower. Got the bounce the same as the Dow, moved back down, retested the low. With the Dow, you can see them buying back in here with this huge volume, and the market has been brought back since. The low is quite a distance away, and the close at the moment is supporting prices there. So an interesting change of events over the last, from Friday to Monday's trading session there. In the S&P 500, we've also got selling. You can see that there, but just like the DAX and unlike the Dow, the overnight markets show the S&P nowhere near yesterday's low, which was made again when the cash market opened. The market sold off, but then bounced once the selling was all done and dusted. And no doubt they'll try and aim to bring the markets back to rinse and repeat later today. UK FT100 also maintaining that sideways pattern that we've seen over the last few weeks. So waiting for the UK budget, which is a week tomorrow. 30-minute charts, again you can see we were up and then we followed suit with the European, down with the Dow, but like the Dow, we've already broken the low in the FTSE there overnight, so we'll need to get back above the low if it's to try and move back up inside of this channel to break out to the upside. Again, we'll just have to wait and see there. So in the US dollar, prices moving up yesterday. This is interesting because so did the metals. Well, they certainly held, which is a surprise given the fact that the dollar moved up so strongly. It's up on the overnight as well, but the metals markets are currently holding their own and becoming detached from and uncoupled from the US dollar at the moment. So let's have a look at those. So silver, big move on Friday, consolidation yesterday. There was a lot of selling going on yesterday. In fact, there's a lot of selling pressure there because the volume is greater than Friday's and the range is less in range. However, it looks like it's being absorbed. We just need the market to take out the high of yesterday, which comes in at 34.25, despite the dollar moving higher. this is really good news. We're actually starting to see things move here. And 30-minute chart there, you can see the classic lunchtime slam by the LBMA and the bankers, and then the market recovering overnight there. Just have a look at a bigger time frame for the silver market. Okay, so here we've got a monthly chart that goes all the way back to 1960s, as you can see there, all the way back when silver was trading around $1.20. There's your 1979, 2011, and now we're starting to make our way back up after a long time down at these sort of levels here at $15 an ounce. So we've more than doubled the move there from 2015 to the current time of current time, obviously 2024, $34.18 there. So things are starting to actually move, but this is the levels that I keep going on about and I've done for the last how many years. But that's what we've got to take out to be convinced of any move, that it breaks that 50 and then stays, it comes back, retests it, and then continues. So however long that will take to do, who knows? Whether they'll allow it to happen, who knows? But things are certainly starting to make progress there. If you want to see more about the derivatives market as well, also have a look at this video from yesterday from Monaco 64. Yeah, the title of the video is Physical Silver Demand Jeopardizing Bullion Bank's Paper Game. So you can see Mario explains what's going on with the derivatives and how it's affecting the price, and how it looks like that the paper game is coming to an end as well. So if you want to have a look at that, then feel free to do so. I'll put the link in the email and also in the description below this video. Right, let's have a look at gold, see what that's doing. Moving nicely, heading back towards another all-time high, having made a new one yesterday. Well, overnight again, it was early hours of Monday morning, 27.40. And the 30-minute chart, again, the LBMA can't help themselves, or the bankers, let's slam the price. But it's, the US dollar's moving higher, and so is gold and silver, and that's unprecedented. Doesn't work like that. They're inversely related. So things are starting to look like we're going to see prices moving higher. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention was this as well. And that's, if I can just get this on screen. There we go. Global uncertainties drive gold above unprecedented 2,700 or milestone. And also there was a mention by Reuters as well of silver, which is very unusual, the silver price as well. So it's now the mainstream media are starting to catch on as well with what's going on in this arena. Quick look at the gold-silver ratio, and this is moving down, which is lovely to see, but we're still going to get down to this August low and get past that as well before we go down towards the March of earlier this year, where we saw the ratio going down to 73. Got a long way to go yet. I mean, ideally this price should be anywhere around 25 to 30, so, and lower. It's been as low as 15, which we looked at a few weeks ago, didn't we, in the alert. Okay, that's it as far as this bit's concerned. So let's have a look at the trades from yesterday in the German DAX. And as warning, it wasn't pretty because of that sideways move for the first hour or so. But let's take a look. So in the pre-market session, prices were fairly stable, moving up and down. And then we hit the cash market and the market became really, really sideways. As you'll see here, it just didn't move. And you can expect more of the same today. Just like the market doesn't know what to do anymore. We get closer to the US election, the UK budget as well. There's a lot of reasons for the markets not to do anything when they first start in the morning. So you can see here that volatility that's sideways, just resulting in 3-4 consecutive losses. And then we started to break out and managed to trail up and get some of the losses back. But it was miserable, to say. That's an understatement, frankly. Very frustrating. Not a lot you can do when it's like that. And then the market, again, you can see even just after it moved, it went back into a sideways move. And again, just as a warning, expect more of this going forward as we head towards the US elections at the beginning of November. There we see the markets moving lower after, and eventually it does make its way down to the low which we saw earlier, and then we find support at the low. Not a surprise there, is there really? The price is moving back up, and then into the afternoon the DAX, subject to the initial sell-off in the Dow, but managing to again decouple itself and move back to the upside before eventually succumbing to the selling that was going on in the Dow, and then moving back down to the low, where once again prices attempted to try and find support but failed to do so, and then moved down to the BRN before they then came back to the magnet, that is the low there, and then try and hold. Quick look at the overnight 2 minutes, and we can see at the moment we're sitting on yesterday's close. 200 MA is lending support at the moment as well. Let's just have a quick look, see where we are in the bigger picture. We've got the low down here, we've got the DP, and then the R1, and above that you will have yesterday's high. Okay, like I say, watch these opening salvos at the moment. Seems to be another pattern that's developing as the market's trying to determine what's going to be happening with the budget, with the US election. There's a whole a lot of unknowns in the market at the moment, and also obviously we've got the geopolitical events as well, and the war escalating in the Middle East. So yeah, let's see what happens today though, and particularly more so with the metals arena, see whether they can put in, gold put in a new all-time high, and silver maintain the current breakout that it's got. Okay, that's it from me. As ever, have a great day, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.